Beardo Banjo.
Hello there everyone, I am back today after a little bit of a break. I haven't been making any new videos for a while because I've had a bit of an illness, a particular illness. Been a little bit rough, but yeah, I'm back, I'm feeling better now, and I'm back to jump in and make some gaming videos like I always do. Now the reason I'm here today to make a very quick video is because the PS5 controller has just been announced and shown off to the world for the first time. Spoiler alert, I am a fan. I think it looks pretty cool, and I'll go into details why I think it looks cool when I show you the pictures in just a second. Now, we haven't got a huge amount of information to go off of, but there's pictures, which is nice, and there is a little bit of information from a blog post that PlayStation have put up today as well, and it just kind of touches upon some of the finer details of the controller. Now, for a lot of people, probably not a big deal, but I think the controller is kind of the most important bit. I don't really care what the hardware looks like. I genuinely don't. That sits on a shelf under my TV. I don't look at the thing. I just turn it on and play it. The bit that matters is the controller, the thing you hold in your hands. It has to be comfortable. It's the thing you're going to interact with more than anything to play your games. So yeah, for me and for most people, I hope, it's the most important bit. So it's kind of cool they've shown that off before they've shown off the machine. I think it makes a lot of sense. This is the PS4, they called it the Dualsense controller, which is kind of cool. They moved away from DualShock, and Dualsense is where they're going now. But this is the controller. I really like it. Now the reason I really like it, and this is why this might be a little bit controversial, my favourite controller is the Xbox controller. I use it in all my videos. I have an Elite controller. I think it's very comfortable. I like the curved shape of that controller, and it's a little bit chunkier. It just fits my hands nicely. The PS4 controller, not a bad controller, but I can never get to grips with one thing that is still evident, which is the sticks sitting in the middle down the bottom. I've never been able to kind of fit my head around that. I just can't do it. I like the offset sticks, but the PS4 controller for me always felt a little bit small. This looks a little bit bulkier, a little bit chunkier than anything they've done before in the past, and I like it. I really like it. The most striking thing straight away is it's white. Now they haven't shown off a black one. They actually did comment on it in the blog post saying about the colour. They've gone for a two-tone design. For me, that speaks probably quite a lot to what the machine's going to look like. Again, haven't seen the machine yet, but I can only assume we're probably going to get a white and black machine, kind of a two-tone machine. It would be strange if they released this, which looks the way it does, but it didn't match the console itself. That would be a little bit strange. So maybe a glimpse at what the console itself is going to look like. But as I say, that doesn't matter too much to me. It's the controller that really matters. It's a super slick design. It's super simple. Obviously, it still has the touch bar, the touch sensor, touchpad, sorry, on the top. Still got a D-pad, still got your two analog sticks, still got your 4 classic buttons. They've removed the share button. They did comment in the blog post that the share feature will still be incorporated, but it's not. They're just not using a button anymore. And you've got start, and you've got select, and you've got your triggers. Super simple, but I really like it. I think it's a really nice design for a controller. Now, one thing they've said is they've incorporated haptic feedback into the PS5 controller, the DualSense controller, and from being an Xbox guy and having an Xbox for a long time, the haptic feedback is fantastic. At first, it's a little bit like, wow, this is kind of weird, and then it just becomes second nature. You don't even notice that it's there. Things like accelerating slowly in Forza or any racing game really, and kind of going off onto kind of a rocky road and kind of feeling the terrain under your wheels. It really works. Haptic feedback is great, so that's so cool to hear that they're putting it into the new controller for the PS5. It will be a massive improvement over just standard vibrate, and they've also put in adaptive triggers, which is really cool as well. Just nice two little features they've kind of highlighted in the blog post that are just kind of quality of life features that are going to make this controller feel just a lot nicer than the PS4 controller. And again, it's not a bad controller, but what I will say, and this is the controversial thing, I feel like they've taken a lot of cues from Xbox here, because to me it looks like one. Not identical, they've not ripped it off, it is its own design, definitely, but it's taken a lot of cues. It is a lot chunkier. I'll show you a couple of different pictures because they've shown a couple of them off. there. So that's it from the side. So, to me, that was the picture that really made me think, oh, okay, that's very Xboxy. It just has that. Look how chunky it looks compared to the PS4 controller. The triggers are still obviously very, very PS4 and PlayStation orientated, and the sticks are as well, but they've now got that kind of really nice kind of texturized grip around them. Again, very Xboxy. It's interesting to see them kind of taking cues. It's the side here, it's the kind of the groove, the way it kind of comes down, the kind of curve of the controller now. It looks very Xbox, and I'm all for it. The one thing that I used to struggle with when I used to pick up my PlayStation and play it, because again, I'll say some controversial things, but it's all just opinion, is that PlayStation have had by and far the better exclusives for a very, very long period of time. So things like The Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, it's just been an absolute onslaught of incredible first-party titles. But playing them was a bit of a struggle for me because I'm just not very good with the PlayStation controller. That looks like a controller that's going to be a lot more comfortable for me to use. And I'm excited to use it because the quality of life things like adaptive triggers, haptic feedback, that chunkier feel to it. It still has an inbuilt battery, which is good. The grips on the jewels, the sticks, it just looks like a much nicer controller to hold in your hands. I won't know until I've actually held the thing. That is a very nice looking controller. I'm excited to get my hands on it. Hopefully it does come in a few different colours. The white tends to go a bit yellowy. I don't smoke or anything like that, but I think just extended use, grimy hands, you play it a lot, and it kind of just goes a little bit yellowy. So I would like a black one, but hey, early days. I'm not too fussed. I think it looks great. What do you think? Do you like that design, or would you like to have seen something a little bit more akin to the PS4 design or the original PS2 or PS3? What do you think? Do you think you'd be able to wrap your hands around that? I think it looks great. Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I'm happy to be back. Going to be making some more videos as the weeks roll on now. Starting to feel more like myself. I have been exceptionally ill. It's been rough, but yeah, I'm back. Ready to make some videos, play some scary games, and just do my normal weird stuff. But yeah, that's me for now. I'm going to go and play some Resident Evil 3. Haven't even touched it yet, so I'm going to dive into that now. But yeah, let me know what you think of the controller, the Dualsense controller. There it is, worldwide reveal. I think it looks great. I'm really excited for PS5. I can't wait to grab that machine and dive into a whole new world of exclusives. Just give me God of War 2 and I'll be fine. God of War 2 and Spider-Man 2 and I'll be a happy lad. Take care of yourselves, guys. See you later.